back on the gas. There is race leader Michel Jourdain Jr. Listen to the crowd. Watching on big screens scattered around this 2.78-mile circuit. Paul Tracy right there with him.
Paul Tracy is once he gets by Jourdain or Jourdain pits, he's back on the lead lap. Now they're running out of laps, but he is not going to wait too long if he can get up on Jourdain's gearbox.
Haven't been very many laps led for Michel Jourdain Jr. 15 in all thus far this year. 1 on a road course in Montreal and 14 on the oval track at Chicago Motor Speedway. But you can be sure there is nowhere he would rather lead some laps than right here in his hometown of Mexico City. Joe Ramirez on the left, Father Michel Jourdain Sr. on the right. Both men were here for that first non-points Formula One Grand Prix back in 1962.
And the grandstands have erupted. There's a huge wave, 100,000 person wave.
Hey, wrong way. They drive towards us, folks.
L2, you're looking good.
Scott Remke, Team Ray Hall manager, is the guy who is on the headsets to Michel Jourdain. Oh, Paul Tracy's getting anxious. They're drawing away from Kenny Brack.
As Roberto Moreno said earlier, Paul Tracy's mindset is I could care less. He needs to be careful with Michel Jourdain. He might not make it out of here alive if he gets in the back of Michel. Oh, PT slid wide in 3. Actually, that was 5, I think.
Kept it on the tarmac. And we want to update the situation with the Monut Racing team members who were caught up in that pit lane fire. 4 in all were transported to the infield care center. None are expected to be taken to the hospital. Brian Till is heading to the medical center for a full report. Alvin Fish has more on Kanaan himself.
Well, Tony had a horrendous stop there when he came in. His pit box was soaking wet. Of course, we had to be very easy in, and when he went out, he got a lot of wheel spin. He also had no clutch. Remember, they had Jack Christensen, who was substituting on the refueling rig there as well, so they're really trying to coordinate everything, and I believe Tony lost 5 or 6 spots on his stop, guys.
Tony currently shown 11th.
L1.
1 lap to his pit stop. Born in Mexico City and still lives here, does Michel Jourdain Jr. 9th in points in this final round of the championship. As you know, scored points in 17 of the 18 races this season. 17 in a row. In fact, 19 in a row over 2 seasons. But those 17 in 2002 established a new record for Team Ray Hall.
See how hard Michel's pushing. I've got bad news for the fans. He's going to be pitting this lap, and I mean, even if he's going to lose quite a bit of time. He's going to fall, based on my calculations, probably all the way back to 14th or 15th.
His father promoted races on this track for many years. In fact, it was Michel Jourdain Sr. who suggested that they run the track through the baseball stadium. He's been working this weekend organizing the heavy schedule of support races being run here. His father was a spectator in the crowd in '62. Joe Ramirez was working as a mechanic for Ricardo Rodriguez, who crashed in this corner. Sadly suffered fatal injuries, and the president of Mexico walked in his funeral. That's how important racing is to Mexicans. Now, Jourdain did not pit.
I think he said the heck with it. I'm going to be 15th anyways. I'm going to lead this thing for as long as I can. He has 1 more. He's not going to. He's still in his window. Okay. They told him L1 on the radio, but his dash, he must have recognized he still had 1 more. And he's responded to that energy. The last lap he ran before this one was a 28.1, which is the fastest lap that time by.
Shinji Nakano is in. Nakano pitting from 15th.
We've thanked TV Azteca for the pictures. I can't believe that TV Azteca is covering a pit stop for the guy in 15th while Michel Jourdain is leading.
Oh, yeah. race of Nakano's Champ Car career. We understand he may be driving back to his native Japan next year. There is Jourdain, who sponsor Gigante. He's also a big sponsor of this event.
Listen to the crowd.
Hit this lap, no changes.
He might not be able to hear the radio.
Not in that Foro Sol baseball stadium. Back out into
Nice
the setting
and smooth, all
sun.
the way down. Come on down, wide open, babe. Here, let's turn one.
This is so cool. Calvin Fish is there in the Rahal pits.
Well, they're still cheering for him. I thought there'd be a revolt when he came here in pit lanes. I'm sure the crowd weren't really up to speed on the pit stop sequence, but no changes, as you heard Remney say. And I said, how's the car going? He said, well, he suddenly got fast. Imagine that. He's got 300,000 people cheering for him. 7.7 stop. Great stop by the Team Rahal boys.
He was 11th when his wheels started turning again.
Chase everyone you see, 4 wheels under.
Look at those flags.
About that message from Scott Remke. Chase everyone you see.